Level 429. Well, I decided to start a new character. So here I am, starting as a level 1 towards the end of 2023. So the first thing I need to do is create a character. And the first decision is, am I going to be a male or a female? I've never played as a female character before. I don't know whether there are any advantages over male or female. I just simply went with a male because that's what I've always gone with. I looked through the mothers and I found Misty, who was one of the background characters from GTA 3. And I'm scrolling through, I was looking for Claude from GTA 3 to be, that's the main protagonist from GTA 3, to be the father of my character. And I had a good scroll through here. There he is. Okay, so Claude, main protagonist for GTA 3, Misty. They had a little bit of a crossover between these two characters in GTA 3. You picked Misty up and drove her to Joey, I think, from memory. I wish I had taken a bit more time to look through the female characters to see if Maria was one of the mother options, but it is what it is. This is what I've gone with. And then I just played around with these. I'm not going to bore you with this. I'm going to jump into what my character looks like at the end here. And this is what I've come up with. Son of Claude and Misty from GTA 3. Now, for some reason, where I typed the name in is not showing up on screen here in the recording. I don't know why that is, but just here I was just naming my character, so I'm not going to bore you with that. I'm going to jump ahead. So here you can see I named my character Claude Jr., son of Claude and Misty from GTA 3. And just like that, I was thrown into GTA Online as a level 1. And to be honest, I didn't know where to start because it's been so long since I've been a level 1 that I just didn't know where to start from. Ron gave me a call about the hangars here, and honestly, Ron, I can't afford a hangar right now. Let's jump ahead a bit. What I did remember was that I own the Criminal Enterprises starter pack, so I thought, well, let's grab what I can grab for free off the website first, and that'll give my character a good start here. So I'll come up here first to the Great Chaparral Clubhouse, the MC Clubhouse. I can grab this one for free, so I did that. Next I headed to Dynasty 8 because I'm pretty sure the Maze Bank West was a free office, and yes it is, so I picked this one up. Unfortunately everything you can get with it costs money that I can't afford right now as a low level, so I just picked up the free office. So now I have an MC Clubhouse and an office, so I can register as a CEO or an MC Club President anytime I want. Now I needed a car, and from memory with this Criminal Enterprises starter pack, pretty sure the Banshee was a free vehicle. So I come down to try and buy this, but I had a bit of an issue because if you don't own a garage, you can't buy a vehicle. Which as an OG player really confused me because at launch, you were able to own one vehicle without owning any properties. So I come along to the Dynasty executive here, and I'm pretty sure I remember that there was a garage. Yes, here we go. A 2-car garage that is for free if you have the Criminal Enterprises starter pack like I do. So that's all I need right now, just so I can grab that one vehicle. So I went back to Legendary Motorsport, scrolled all the way down until I found the Banshee and picked that up for free. So now I have a CEO office, an MC Clubhouse, a 2-car garage, and a reasonably quick car for a low level to get around with. But what was I going to do to make money as a low level? Well, I remembered about these stash houses. If you happen to own a business, these stash houses will fully resupply one of your businesses. But if you're like me right now on a low level, don't have any businesses, this will give you some quick money. And as a low level, it's not a bad way to make some quick money. So I headed in. This is a bit hard when you don't have many weapons. I had a handgun and that was it. So I had to come in and try and take these guys out pretty quickly with a handgun. Find the sticky note over here and remember the code. Over to the safe here, enter the code in the safe. Grab the loot and leave the safe house. And as I don't own any businesses right now, that gave me $30,000 cash, which is really going to help out as a low level, because I'm going to need to buy some weapons so I can start doing some missions to make some more money. And also, just like that, I was no longer a level 1, I was now a level 2. We are leveling up in this game. The next thing I did was located G's cache, because again, as a low level, this is a quick, easy and free way to get some fast money. And I'm not going to lie, this one actually took me a little bit longer than I would have liked to have found it. It was hiding just here in the fountain. I reckon I walked past it maybe a dozen times. Didn't hear the chime that goes off to let you know you're close either, so I'd completely dismissed this area. But there we go, some quick cash. Almost $18,000, which as a low level, it helps out. The next thing I did was went to the LS car meet, and through a cutscene I got introduced to Hal, to Mimi, and to two of the very most annoying characters in the entire game, Sasanta and KDJ, who we will meet again later on when we've got enough money to purchase an auto shop. So you might be asking why I went to the LS car meet right now. It was to get introduced to Hal, and to get introduced to Hal's Special Works, or HSW. And I didn't quite have enough money to pay the membership for the LS car meet, so I headed outside quickly and did a quick sightseeing mission through the CEO VIP service menu. Now, I would assume that most of you would know what the sightseeing mission is. For those of you newer players who don't, essentially what it is you need to go pick up 3 different packages. And to do so, you need to do 3 different hacks on your phone to go and collect them. So you can see I just collected the first one. Here's the second hack, and I'll go pick up the second package. Just here. And then do one more hack, and that will reveal the location of the third and final package. Now I recommend if you're a low level, you're just starting out, do this in an invite only session, because you will appear to other players on the map and they can come and kill you, and if they kill you, your mission is over and you don't get paid. And just like that, a quick $25,000, which put me over what I needed. I only needed $50,000 to pay for the membership for the LS car meet, so I headed back there. And once I was back inside, I walked up to Mimi and paid the $50,000 membership to the LS car meet. So now what I was doing was I was just waiting for Hal to email me, and to be honest, this took longer than I was expecting too. Actually still hasn't contacted me yet. But I wanted him to contact me about his HSW time trials, and the one that you can do for him in particular, if you beat his time, you get a free upgrade for the HSW vehicles, and that's what I got the Banshee for. I wanted to get the HSW upgrade for this so I could then run the HSW time trials once a week and get a quick $250,000. But as I said, this was taking longer than I expected, so I went and did a couple of other things first. I went to my MC Clubhouse, walked up to my bartender here, and did a quick resupply run. If you've never done these before, it's quite simple. You just head out, pick up a truck. You may get some NPCs that are going to spawn coming after you, but you just need to drive this truck back to your clubhouse, and after a short period of time you'll be able to come back into your clubhouse and collect some money. I think it's $20,000. Next I headed into the Diamond Casino and went through quite another long, unskippable, boring cutscene. But I came here to try my luck at spinning the wheel. On this wheel you can win a car, you can win clothing, you can get a discount, but more importantly, as a lower level player, you can get RP, you can get money, or you can get casino chips which you can cash in for money. In this instance I got RP, and as a low level, I'm not going to complain. I was level 4 at that spin, that ranked me up. Still going. Almost to level 7, so I'm not going to complain about that. Also went over the cashier, because once a day you can collect your free visitor bonus of 1,000 chips, so I collected that and cashed it in. So I had another $1,000 added to my total. I headed back to my MC Clubhouse to collect the money from the bar resupply run. And I only got 10,000 for this. I thought it was 20, but oh well, all this money helps, doesn't it? The next thing I did was headed to ammunition to pick up some weapons. So I was looking for, I already had a pistol, so I was looking for an SMG that I can use to shoot from my car. So I just grabbed the micro one here. I'm having a good look around here actually. What I could get and what I couldn't get is a low level. There's a few you can't get. Some are quite expensive too. So I just wanted to stick with the cheaper ones. So yeah, I grabbed the SMG here. So that means I can do some drive-by shooting. Couldn't really afford any of the upgrades, so I didn't worry about that right now. I had this bull-up shotgun for free, so I grabbed that as well, and all the ammo. And the carbine rifle, I grabbed that one as well, because that's not a bad gun, and it's pretty cheap for a lower level. And now I've got some good weapons. It was time to go start the first dose missions, and get my character his first business in the game. To start the first dose missions, you need to come up here to the gold R on your map at Sandy Shores. And once you come up here and enter the corona here, this is going to put you in the cutscene. And I've went over this in my guide to the Acid Lab, so I'll leave a link to that down below. I'm not going to bore you with the details. Basically, you're just going to take out a heap of bikers. You're going to head over to the other side of the Alamo Sea, steal back Dax's van, and then you're going to drive it to the freak shop. So after the first dose mission, I have Dax as a contact now, and what I did was I called him and I requested work through him. This is called a fooligan job. You need to do 10 of these to unlock the equipment upgrades for the Acid Lab. Now, even though I don't have access to the Acid Lab yet, these still count, and I went over that in my Acid Lab guide, which I'll leave a link to that down below. But he's got a 48-minute cooldown between doing them. You need to do 10 of them. So I started this as soon as I had Dax as a contact, straight after the first dose mission. So for this particular one, I just had to take out this guy, take a photo, send it to Dax, collect this truck here, and deliver it to Dax's clients. Once delivered, I just need to leave the area. So I called him my personal vehicle and jumped in and drove away, and yeah, I was paid $50,000 for doing this as well. So aside from needing to knock these off to get the equipment upgrades for the Acid Lab, you also get paid for doing them. So next, I went and did the rest of the first dose missions to get myself the Acid Lab. Now, it's on the final first dose mission that you're going to steal the Brigade 6x6 here, drive it back to the freak shop, and then you're going to own this vehicle. Now, before you can actually install the Acid Lab into the Brigade 6x6, you are going to need to do one final mission as a quick supply run. You're going to head out to one of 3 warehouses. I chose to go to the closest location, this one just here. Once you go inside, you've got a couple of NPCs to take out, and then you're going to load 3 crates onto the back of the flatbed truck here using a forklift. And once you've got all 3 on board, you need to enter the truck, and we're just going to drive this back to the freak shop. Here we go, just pull up there, and mission done. Now when you walk up to Mutt and press right on your D-pad, it will ask if you want to install the Acid Lab for $750,000. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough money, so I needed to go do a quick mission. Now, the week of recording this video, the Hunting Pack Adversary Mode was paying triple money. Now, if you're a low level and you want to make some quick RP and quick money, just check whatever is paying double money or triple money when it comes to adversary modes, because you'll normally be able to find a few people to do it with, and this Hunting Pack one was a bit of fun too. So yeah, I just did this maybe 10-15 minutes of this, and I had enough money to then buy the Acid Lab. So once again I walked up to Mutt, and this time when I pressed right on the D-pad and pressed to confirm, I was able to purchase the Acid Lab for the Brigade 6x6, and just like that my character had its first business in the game. Now, one upside of owning this business is whenever I do a stash house, instead of getting $30,000 cash, I'm going to get a full resupply for this business. Now, what I needed to do now was grind out those 10 fooligan missions. I had done 2 at this point. I did another one before doing the final first dose mission. I did another Dax mission. I forgot to mention that earlier in the video. But as soon as the cooldown's over, if you're playing and the cooldown's over, jump straight into it because you're going to want to get these upgrades. And I'll explain why in my video in the guide to the Acid Lab. So check that one out. As I mentioned before, I have linked that down below. And that is pretty much where I'm going to end episode 1 of this series. I now have the Acid Lab. In episode 2, I'm going to go ahead and do the last dose missions, as well as finish off the remaining Dax missions I need to do to unlock the equipment upgrades for this business. And we're going to just basically set this business up ready to go. And then in episode 3, I'll probably get ready to sell it. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed this, if you are a lower level player and you found this useful, even, feel free to give a like. Also, feel free to subscribe to my channel. Check out my speed cubing channel as well. I'll leave a link to that down below. And other than that, I will see you in the next video. Happy gaming. Cheers.